We're checking in with the Auglaize County Humane Society. Deb Logan, the manager, is with us today, along with Bellatrix, nickname Trix, right?
Yes.
All right, so she is adorable. Give us the background on her.
Trix came into us because her family had to move and couldn't take her with them. They were nice enough to come in and give us all her information, tell us how she is. She's a very sweet, loving dog, loves children, gets along really good with other dogs, tolerates cats but likes to pick on them. She is very shy at first and doesn't want you to approach her, but give her time and she'll come right out of it. She's really sweet.
And now, what kind of dog is she?
She is full-blood, short-legged Jack Russell Terrier.
Okay.
She is what's called the rough coat, which is the more wire hair.
Oh, okay.
But just amazing. And she loves her ball. This is her favorite thing in the world. So she will chase this thing and bring it back to you all day long. Yeah.
Well, that's fun. So she doesn't mind running around and, take walks, being played with, right? So kids in a family situation where she came from would be good to go back to, right?
Correct. Yep. She's a really good girl. Walks good on her leash. Yeah. House trained. She's really good. She, if she can't get out when she needs to, she'll use a puppy pad, and she's very clean.
All right, very good. So she's ready to go then, huh?
She is ready to go.
Okay, so of course just come visit you and check it out, right?
They can go online onto our website, and on the website is a link to her application. Fill that out, and within 3 to 5 days, we'll call people and get them in and get her out. Get her out of the shelter.
Well, I mean, it's sad that her family couldn't take her with her, but they sound like they did it the right way to bring her to the shelter.
Yes.
Sometimes people don't do that, and they're just dumping them all over the place. Let's talk about how that's dangerous and terrible and bad and all the things.
It's horrible. So when an animal is dumped just out in the country, wherever people can find, it's very dangerous for the animal, also illegal in some places. There can be fines for dumping them. They can be put into the elements where they can freeze, they can overheat. There's prey out there that can hurt them. They can go through dehydration, all of that. It's so horrible to dump an animal. When an animal is dumped at our shelter, it's just as bad because we don't know anything. We're there all the time. Bring them when we're there. If you can't afford the surrender fees, we'll work with you. If we can't get them in right that second because my kennels are full, I'll take your information down, and as soon as I have an opening, I'll work with you and try to get you in. It's so much better to come in and talk to us because then we know, why can't you keep this animal? Does she not like other dogs? Does she not like kids? Is she going to bite a kid? You know, things that are very important to know moving forward, getting her into the right home where they'll be forever.
Right.
Vaccines, we need to know, have they been vaccinated? If not, I'll get them vaccinated. Have they been fixed? I'll get them fixed. I mean, we need to know those things.
Right.
Because then it's a quicker turnaround getting them into a home.
Do you think people are embarrassed maybe to come and drop off a pet, or, why would they just dump? Why do we dump?
I think people dump, one, because they're at their wits' end and don't know what to do. They're overwhelmed and they just don't know the process. And I think some of it is financial. Some of it is shelters are so full that they can't wait. It's dire. Like in her case, she went to a family. They bought her from a breeder, and they had her for as long as they, that year and a half. They've had her from a puppy, but because they rent, you never know the outcome of where you're renting, if they're going to sell, where you're going to be able to take. If you get an animal is at least a 15-year commitment. If you don't think you can meet that commitment, don't get the animal.
Right, yeah,
It's just, think about it. It's like adopting a child. She's saying hi.
Say hi.
So it's like adopting a child. Know what you're getting into. Know your breeds, all of that, so that you don't have to get rid of the animal.
Right.
So that you can keep them.
Well, and, if something does happen, be humane to them.
Yes.
Don't dump them like you're talking about, because it's terrible.
It puts them in danger, and then if you get caught, you can get in trouble. So.
And I mean, this is cats and dogs, as I know people dump off cats and think, oh, a farmer will take them or something like that. It's not always good outcomes like that.
No, I get phone calls from farmers that are so frustrated and overwhelmed because everybody's, oh, it's the dumping ground, let's do this. And then them farmers are calling me. can we give them to you?
Yeah.
Nope, sorry, my kennels are full. You know,
Right, yeah.
and it's just never ending. Spay and neuter your animals.
Exactly.
Cut down the population.
Yep.
Do it right when you can't keep them.
Exactly. All right, and hopefully Trix will get a home.
Yes.
She's a cutie. All
Yes.
right. Thanks very much for coming today. All right, don't go away. The weather forecast is next.